Hey everybody, it's Chamber Matt, and today I am at Future Homes of Bremerton in Gorst, and I am with Ben and Tim Cedarland. They are the father-son partners team. I guess it sounds like they've been working together for quite a while now, at least a few years, right?
About 20.
About 20 years. Been working together for 20 years, and so Future Homes of Bremerton is in Gorst. There's been a manufactured home place here, it seems like forever. How long have you guys been here? What's your situation here?
Well, yeah, there has been a place here for about 30 years. It was Hunt Homes, and then Modern Living, which operated under Future Homes, and then we bought it a year ago, last January.
Okay.
Yep. So
New ownership.
new ownership.
New ownership. So you guys have been here a year now, and can you tell me a little bit about yourselves and I guess your philosophy for the home business?
Sure. Yeah, we were buying homes from the previous owners to put on lots that we had to sell and develop, and that's kind of what led us into purchasing the business in the first place. And so we brought a lot of construction and development background with us into this business, and also maybe a different philosophy of doing business. And one of the things that we really focused hard on is creating win-win situations for all the parties involved. And so, you know, you have an ownership and you have salespeople and you have a customer, and those interests aren't always automatically aligned. And so we work really hard to be really focused on creating and adding value to the customer. By doing that, it creates a situation where the customer's taken care of, the salespeople are able to sell more homes, make more commission, the ownership ultimately does better as well. So it's been a good arrangement.
Cool. So now manufactured homes, mobile homes, you know, I mean they've come a long ways. I live in a manufactured home. What has your experience been? You said that you originally started out buying them and putting them on homes, and why didn't you just build a home from the ground up? I mean, tell me about the modern manufactured home.
Sure. It's not your grandmother's mobile home. You know, it's not what you think of when you think of a manufactured home in a mobile home park with aluminum siding and a tin metal roof on it. You know, these are Energy Star homes, insulated windows, top energy rating insulation on all the walls and floors and ceilings and all that kind of stuff. We've got a 2x6 exterior wall construction, 2x4 interior wall constructions. Can do soundproofing on the interior walls, all of that kind of stuff. So they're much more like a stick-built house today than they were even 10 or 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mine's 20 years old and it's still going strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we really enjoy it.
Yeah, and the perception is that it used to be a product that would go down in value over time. And that is changing because of the quality of construction, because the homes that we build are set on a foundation, it's becoming an appreciating asset. And so we're finding a lot of buyers that bought from us even a year ago already have $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 of equity in their home.
So Tim, what is who's buying these? What's the the demographic, the ideal customer? Who are you seeing coming through you guys' door?
Several demographics. Probably the first one is the first-time home buyer, like millennials that are just getting started out and buying their first home, and they're looking at the housing market today, and they're seeing prices going up through the roof, and they're thinking, how do I get a toehold in this market? And then when they find out about us and find out what they can do, this creates something that they can afford and get into and be able to make the payments and get a start or a toehold on the housing market. So that would be number one. We also get the opposite demographic, people who are reaching retirement age, some from up in maybe Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond area, raised their families in home, and then the kids have moved on. They've got the big empty house. In today's market, they're selling that for $950, $1 million, and maybe they never save for retirement. So now they can come out here and buy 4 acres and put a manufactured home on it and be in the whole thing for $350,000, and it creates 650 to 700,000 401k, so to speak, for them, a savings that they didn't have before,
Right.
some hope for retirement. And then on top of that, there's the occasional California buyer that comes up here with a pocket full of cash, but also retired and looking for a place to live in a less expensive way.
Okay, so Ben, you've explained to me the local options here, right here in Gorst. Don't have to go to California or to Oregon. Oregon, I guess Fleetwood's manufactured in Oregon. You can do that here. I understand you typically have 8 model homes here on the lot.
Yeah, 8 to 10.
8 to 10. Okay.
Yep.
How many floor plans are there?
We have roughly 30 floor plans
Okay.
to choose from. Yeah.
So, I guess so. You've talked to me and you've told us all about the manufactured homes and how they're energy efficient, they're durable, they're sturdy. Tim's kind of explained who the customers are, and so if you're watching this and you fit into that category, make sure you give these guys a call. But so now, I know what I want. Who should want it? What's the process? Somebody comes in, they brave the traffic in Gorst, which is something that we're working on. We're
Right.
working on the traffic in Gorst, but they come in here. You guys have a sales office here on site,
That's right.
and so kind of walk us through. I come in, Ben, I want to buy a house. What's the process?
Sure. Well, first of all, there's several different ways to contact us. They can go to the website, which is futurehomesofbremerton.com. They can fill out a form there to contact us and set up a meeting and our appointment with a salesperson. They can call us, obviously, on our phone number, or we can just have a walk-in. We don't have to have an appointment to come. They come in, they would meet a salesperson when they come in the door. The salesperson's gonna ask them some questions, try to find out what their needs are, what they're looking for. And then there's gonna be several different categories. There's gonna be people that already own their own land. There's gonna be people that need land, and there's gonna be people that need something soon. And so if somebody comes in and they already have their own land, it's a straightforward process. There's usually 3 things that we have to consider when we're putting a land home package together. And that is the cost of the home, the cost of the land, and the cost of development. And so if you already have your own land, then that piece is a known factor. Now we can find a home that will fit within your budget on that property and match that up with the development cost, and we can put that together.
So before we go on here, do I have to find the dirt guy to bulldoze it, to clear the land, to clear the spot, or do you guys do that too?
Yeah, so that's one of the changes that we made after purchasing this. We're also licensed general contractors, so we have brought in our own development team. When we have a construction office right next to the sales office with a full-time project manager and superintendent in there, so we can oversee the whole development process for our customers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what if, so we hit if I already got the land, what if I don't have land? And I'm like, I want this thing, but I don't have land. What's the process and the next steps for those guys?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we can, we work with several different local real estate agents that we can match people up with that can help them go out and find land. It's obviously very competitive right now in the land market, but we've done a great job of being able to find property for people and get them into that property, and then get the home package going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Third group you mentioned were those that want to kind of get into something quicker and faster. What are their options?
Yeah, so we also have some in-house homes that we build and put on land, and that's a revolving door. So there's always, a half a dozen of those available through Future Homes. And then in addition to that, we partner with some other developers that are doing a similar thing. And so if our locations or our homes don't work, we can always refer a customer out to a developer that's buying homes from us that might have a different floor plan or a different location that works for them.
Okay. So, manufactured homes, what's the financing situation? Is it normal financing? Is it special financing? Is it 30% down and hope that you qualify? How does that work?
Yeah, so great question. So there's variables with that, depending on whether you own your own land or not. Certainly it becomes easier if you own your own land. We can do very standardized construction loans we have three kind of preferred lenders that we work with that understand the manufactured home process, and are very attuned to all the, unique aspects of doing a manufactured home. Not every lender understands that. So that's a big advantage that we have, and people can get pre-approved through those lenders, at the beginning of this process, so they know what their budget can, will look like. Right.
So, big Navy town, can we use VA?
Yep, VA.
VA is an option, FHA,
FHA is an option.
conventional.
Yep.
I guess, is anything off the table?
USDA. No.
Okay.
We usually can find a way to make it work. Yep. And our three lenders that we work with have access to all those different lending programs, and can bring that into the equation as needed.
Okay, so figured out, talk about manufactured homes, who's looking, what the process is, all the way from walking in at the beginning of the process to finishing up with the financing. You guys will handle all that good stuff, the development costs, all that work. So it's pretty, I don't want to say brainless, but it's pretty simple for the consumer.
Yeah, we'll work as hard as we can to make it a very seamless process. And we've got finance. Rob is one of our salespersons. Got a great background in finance. He was a commercial lender for years, and so we can get people started with the right lender right away, based on their credit scores and incomes and that kind of stuff. So we have that capability. As soon as we're rolling with that, we can walk them right next door, introduce them to the development team, start preparing their construction cost bid for them, and then ultimately bring those three pieces together of the development, financing, the home, and make it a pretty painless and seamless experience.
Okay, so I guess in wrapping things up, and I don't know who wants to answer this question, but do you have any words of advice for somebody looking for a home in today's market?
Yeah, I would say first of all, they can stop right in here and talk to any of the salespeople, and those people can probably steer them best, rather than just trying to take a shot in the dark at that. They can come in, and when they are able to look at their financial situation, see whether or not they have land or don't have land, can use all of those things to steer them in the right direction. So we have people every day stopping in here that have never done this before, and they end up buying a home and moving forward in life as a manufactured home owner.
So I guess you could say, if you see a home in your future, you should come to Future Homes of Bremerton.
Absolutely.
I like that. Yeah. So hey, there you go. Thank you, folks. Right here in Gorst is a great opportunity. If you don't know, if you can afford to buy a home, stop by, take a look at these folks here. 8 to 10 showrooms on. We're sitting in one now. Opportunities to kind of cruise it, and I don't want to say kick the tires, because I don't want you to put your foot through the walls or anything like that, but come on down, check it out. And as always, I want to wrap this up by reminding everybody to shop local and to love local. Thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.